Welcome back to Margaritas in Paradise. All right, I'm gonna take up a little bit of time here driving north of Bangkok, headed to Kamphaeng Phet to meet a friend that I haven't seen in a long time. And I was thinking about a couple different things, and something that kind of applies to me right now. People ask me about all the time, how often do I leave Pattaya? And I don't really leave that often, but sometimes I need to get on the road. I need to go out and explore things, look around. And many times, especially after a big festival, like the last 2 weeks, basically, having Songkran in Pattaya, and all of the people that were in Pattaya, it was mind-boggling. You couldn't get out and drive your vehicle because anywhere that you went was going to take you at least an hour to get there. For somebody like me that likes to get out and go often, it's pretty tough. And there's lots of guys, I'll touch on this maybe a little bit later, that during these festivals they just sit at home and do nothing because they feel like they're trapped. So that's another thing to think about if you're going to decide to live in a place like Pattaya, someplace that's popular that lots of people go to. Is that the type of place that you want to be? Now, don't get me wrong, I love Pattaya. I'm right there on the beach. I'm close to everything that I want to do. We were talking about, I think we're up to 35 golf courses, all within an hour of where I live. I'd say we have another, probably 8 or 9, something like that, driving ranges. And some of them are really great driving ranges. When I was going to the driving range in America, it would be like $8 for maybe 20 balls. Here, we get one tray of 40 balls, okay? And it's going to be somewhere, I would say, between 40 baht to 80 baht. So somewhere between, maybe I'd say $1.50 to $2.50 for 40 balls. I will go out there and hit maybe 3 trays, 120 balls, which is about perfect for me. That's another good thing to do. Something that you don't think about doing so much is going out and hitting golf balls at a driving range. It's like somebody wants to do something different in Pattaya, and I ask them, do you want to go out and hit golf balls? They're like, you know what, I've never done that before. Let's go out and do it. I had some friends that were here from Russia, and I took them out to hit golf balls.
Hey,
and it was, it's things that you just take for granted.
What are you
that
doing?
You would think that everybody knows how to swing a golf club. They don't. So very interesting, and most people find it enjoyable, probably more enjoyable than I do, because to me it's all about doing good, and if I'm not doing good, it's not very enjoyable. And I shouldn't say that. Other than a person like me leaving because I get frustrated with the traffic and the amount of people that are actually in my area. All right. People tend to leave Pattaya or leave Thailand for a bunch of different reasons. Obviously, if you're here on a holiday and you're only here for a certain period of time, you're going to have to go home eventually. But if you've been living here for an extended period of time, probably the number one reason why people leave here and return to wherever they're from is because they're out of money. And that happens all the time. You don't want to come here broke. This is a very cheap place to live, and you can live in Thailand on a budget, and a very low budget for that fact. But when you're on that budget, let's say that you're living on $1,000 a month. Is that doable? Well, yes, it is doable, but you're not going to be doing things like what I'm doing right now, getting out and driving around Thailand, okay? Now, it's very cheap to go out and drive around Thailand. for instance, last night, I left yesterday afternoon from Pattaya. I stopped and filled up my truck. I think I put about $45 worth of diesel in my pickup truck. Right now, I've used about a quarter of a tank, and I've probably driven 500 kilometers or so. But yesterday I stopped at this really nice hotel called the Golden Dragon Resort in Singapore, and I paid $19.90, including tax, for my room last night. And it was a really nice room, king size bed, aircon, and it came with breakfast this morning. I did a video on that as well. Is it doable getting out and traveling on a budget like I'm doing? It is. But if you're on a $1,000 budget, then you're going to have to watch things a lot closer. The things that are important to you, your accommodations, you're going to have a apartment or a house or a condo or something, wherever you're staying, and you have to make sure you maintain that and keep your electric costs up. Of course, your food costs. I would think that that's going to be your second most part of your budget. Okay, if you can easily live on probably 300 or 400 baht a day for food if you can eat Thai. Otherwise, if you're going to be going out and having Western food all the time, short of cooking at home, it's going to cost more to live here. Last night I ate Western food in Singapore. I found a place called Uncle's Steak. So you got a pork steak with French fries and a small salad for 65 baht, which is let's just say $2. Another reason why people leave Thailand is health. Okay, they didn't prepare well with health insurance, and they find themselves not as healthy as they once was. Maybe it's age or whatever the case may be, and they tend to go back to their home countries to receive the health care that they need. All right, so and that's a real concern for a lot of people. As you get older, things happen, and you need more medical attention, medical care. And the cost of medical care, even though it's very reasonable here in Thailand, they expect you to pay cash for all your medical care, unless you really have insurance. Now, even some insurance companies are going to expect you to pay first, then they're going to evaluate the bill and end up reimbursing you probably half. And, maybe you expect to get it all back. I'm not sure. But that's something to pay attention to when you're evaluating the insurance needs and type of policy that you get. How much money, or how is the bill going to be processed? Are you going to be expected to pay for it first? If you are, you're going to need money to take care of that.